Hey, good morning, David. Well, black people only make up about 3% of the C-suite in financial service companies nationally. That's according to the latest data. But we talk about the biggest banks, often called Wall Street. Those biggest banks, they are becoming more diverse overall. Let's look at JP Morgan, the biggest by market cap, with 13% black employees overall and 5% in senior management roles. Wells Fargo reporting the highest level of senior managers who are black, following a controversy over the CEO saying there is a limited pool of black talent. We spoke exclusively with the Chief Human Resource Officer of Morgan Stanley, Mendel Crawley. He says Wall Street can do more to retain its black professionals.
You think about it as analogous to a funnel. We're able to bring talent in, but one of the things the industry has suffered from is the funnel has been leaky. And so we've got to be a heck of a lot more deliberate in retaining that talent. And in my personal view, there's no more important lever in retaining talent than by giving them opportunities to grow and to stretch.
Now, speaking of opportunities to grow in private equity, black people making up 1% to 2% of managing director roles in venture capital firms, 3% of partner roles. Crawley says another obstacle for black advancement can often be culture.
I also think that there's this cultural piece in ensuring that when folks come to work at firms like mine, they actually feel like it is their firm and that they can thrive and that they can bring their full selves to the firm. Because when that happens, again, speaking in the context of black folks, this thing called black magic can really take root and take off, and we can see folks realize their full potential.
And of course, in the year since the passing of George Floyd, his death, many of these banks have made commitments to increase minority representation, especially black representation. As the years follow, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Back over to you.
You know, Frank, it's interesting that you talked to Morgan Stanley about it, because they've been under some pressure from Congress people and senators in recent days to improve their diversity numbers. And even the data they've given us, although it's now a couple of years old, shows that even within the bank, they do need, there is progress to be made still.
Yeah, you know, I spoke to the Chief Human Resources Officer about that. He said that they're working on it. Most of the big banks, I believe, would admit that they have some more work to do. One of the things is that many of these big banks are feeling a lot of competition from outside companies, tech, other people starting their own finance companies, wanting to branch away. And part of that is the culture. And I think that's something that I know for a fact that Morgan Stanley says they're working on. I think many of the other big banks are working on as well.
Frank, your work this week has just been exemplary, and it's a story that resonates across all kinds of news silos, financial news, general news, you name it. It's our Frank Holland today.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.